heritage meets horsepower and innovation rides alongside tradition. Today, we're diving into one of the most talked about releases in the motorcycle world, the 2025 Harley-Davidson Knucklehead. A name that echoes through motorcycle history, now reborn with 21st century engineering and unmistakable vintage charisma. If you're a die-hard Harley fan, a classic bike enthusiast, or just someone who loves the roar of real American iron, this one's for you. Let's take a deep ride into everything the new Knucklehead brings to the table, from design and performance to tech, ride experience, and what it really means for Harley's future. A legend returns, the Knucklehead name. The Knucklehead engine first appeared in 1936, and it didn't take long for it to become an icon. Its unique rocker box covers, resembling clenched fists or knuckles, gave it its nickname. But more than just a name, it stood for raw power and the beginning of Harley-Davidson's post-depression resurgence. Fast forward to 2025, and Harley has decided to bring that legacy roaring back. The new Knucklehead isn't just a tribute. It's a full-fledged modern motorcycle that captures the spirit of its ancestors while delivering a contemporary riding experience. This is more than nostalgia, it's reinvention. Design, vintage soul, modern form. The 2025 Knucklehead is a masterclass in design fusion. At first glance, you might think you're looking at a well-restored vintage Harley from the 1940s. The teardrop tank, the Springer front-end styling, and the bobbed fenders all scream heritage. But look closer, and the subtle modern elements begin to reveal themselves. LED lighting is seamlessly integrated into retro-style housings. The frame, while mimicking a rigid hardtail silhouette, is actually a cleverly engineered softail with a hidden monoshock, offering real comfort without sacrificing the old-school look. The attention to detail is obsessive. From tank badges modeled after 1930s originals, to the wire-spoke wheels wrapped in white wool tires, Harley has done its homework, and then some. Available in a palette of classic finishes including vintage chrome, war-era olive, and a deep's midnight ember, the bike commands attention wherever it rolls. Engine, the heart of a legend. Now to the real soul of the 2025 Knucklehead, the engine. While it wears the visual cues of the original 61 cubic inch V-twin, the internals are all modern. Harley calls it the Revival 121 Knucklehead V-twin, a new 1,983 cubic centimeters engine built specifically for this model. It's air and oil-cooled, with a thumping low-end torque that's signature Harley. But thanks to modern EFI and electronic ignition, it runs smoother, starts instantly, and meets today's emission standards without strangling performance. Output numbers are impressive, 94 horsepower and 122 pound-foot of torque, tuned for a broad power band that delivers relentless grunt across all gears. And yes, it still rumbles like a Harley should. The exhaust note is rich, throaty, and unmistakably American. Transmission and ride dynamics. Mated to the engine is a 6-speed cruise drive transmission, refined and well-spaced to handle everything from city cruising to highway blasting. A hydraulic clutch gives it a lighter feel than older models, while keeping the traditional engagement that old-school riders appreciate. On the road, the new Knucklehead surprises you. Despite its classic look and relaxed ergonomics, the handling is agile. Credit goes to the upgraded suspension geometry, wider tires, and a reinforced lightweight frame. Braking comes from Brembo for piston calipers, giving the bike real stopping confidence. ABS is standard, as is traction control, both unobtrusive, both welcome. The overall ride is planted, smooth, and, true to its roots, viscerally engaging. Modern tech, where past meets future. While the 2025 Knucklehead keeps its analog vibes strong, it doesn't shy away from tech. A discrete digital instrument cluster sits embedded in the tank console, offering everything from speed and RPM to Bluetooth connectivity, nav prompts, and even tire pressure monitoring. Riders can pair their smartphones via the Harley-Davidson Ride Command app, enabling route tracking, service alerts, and media control. Cruise control, keyless ignition, and rider modes round out the package, all tucked into a vintage frame that never looks too modern. The beauty lies in restraint. Harley could have gone overboard with screens and tech bloat. Instead, they've prioritized the riding experience and kept the dashboard clean and focused. Comfort and ergonomics. One of the biggest surprises is just how comfortable the new Knucklehead is. With a mid-rise handlebar, a well-contoured solo seat, and forward-mounted foot controls, the riding triangle hits that sweet spot between cruiser lounge and active touring. Seat height is a manageable 27.5 inches, making it accessible for a wide range of riders. Optional accessories include a passenger seat, pillion pegs, and even a detachable windscreen for longer hauls. Harley has clearly built this bike to be ridden, not just displayed. Whether you're heading to a local bike night or tackling 300 miles of backcountry blacktop, the Knucklehead won't beat you up. It'll make you want to keep going. Pricing and trim options. As with most Harley releases, the 2025 Knucklehead comes in a few different trims. The base model starts around $22,995, which includes the core design, engine, and electronics. Step up to the Heritage Edition at around $25,999, and you get additional finishes, a luggage rack, and upgraded seat materials. There's also a 75th anniversary custom, limited to just 1,500 units worldwide. This one comes with hand-polished aluminum cases, serialized badging, and a signed certificate of authenticity. Price? North of $30,000, but for collectors, it's likely to become a future classic. What it means for Harley-Davidson. The 2025 Knucklehead is more than a motorcycle. It's a signal. A statement from Harley-Davidson that they're serious about bridging their past with their future, not through gimmicks, but through craftsmanship, engineering, and real rider experience. With electric models like the Livewire expanding their portfolio and performance-focused cruisers like the Low Rider ST gaining popularity, the Knucklehead shows that Harley hasn't forgotten its roots. If anything, it's doubling down on them. This bike isn't just for baby boomers or collectors. It's for anyone who wants to feel a connection to the road, to history, and to the raw joy of riding a machine that's alive beneath you. Final thoughts: is the 2025 Knucklehead worth it? So, is the 2025 Harley-Davidson Knucklehead worth the hype, and the price? If you're looking for modern performance wrapped in iconic heritage, absolutely. This is a motorcycle that honors one of the most important engines in Harley history, without becoming a museum piece. It rides like a modern cruiser, feels like a vintage Harley, and looks like something that rolled straight out of a dream. It's not for everyone, and that's exactly the point. It's for those who appreciate where motorcycles came from, and who want to carry that legacy forward with every mile. Outro: subscribe to Bike Future. That wraps up our deep dive into the 2025 Harley-Davidson Knucklehead. What do you think? Has Harley nailed the revival? Would you ride one, or does it belong behind glass in a collector's garage? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a ride into the future, right here on Bike Future. Until next time, ride safe, ride smart, and never stop chasing the horizon.